Hi, everyone. Welcome to Curated by Becta's Meal Kit number 119 for September 22nd through 24th. Thanks for tuning in this week, and thanks for ordering, and thanks for all the support, as always. Welcome to the Green Kitchen, and we've got a delicious menu for you tonight. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So I've got a cast iron pan here, and it's a wonderful thing to have. If you don't have one, you should pick one up because they're inexpensive and they're really helpful in the kitchen. We're going to do a 1 tablespoon per person of neutral oil, in my case, grapeseed oil, but you can use canola oil or vegetable oil. It has a higher smoking content, and that's going to be to sear our smoked beef brisket from Enright Farm, or excuse me, from Beverly Creek Farms, not far from Ottawa, and they make the best products. We use them a lot. So you want to get the pan nice and hot. Then we're going to sear it on two sides and then throw it in the oven for 12 minutes in total. I've gone ahead and I've tossed my broccoli with olive oil, salt, and pepper, put it on a sheet pan or baking sheet with some parchment paper on there as well. Oven set to 450 degrees. Here's the important part. If you have a convection oven like me, always take 25 degrees off, so 425 for convection oven. We actually had a guest for the first time in 2 years say that last week his parchment paper actually caught on fire. So apparently paper burns at 451 degrees. So now we know. So we're not going to do the high broil like we did with the duck last week. With parchment paper, we're going to do tin foil. But for today, parchment paper, no problem. Okay, so I know that our oil is hot. Put that on there. And it's going to be just about a minute on each side. You just want to get a nice sear and a nice crust. And it sticks a little bit, that's okay. And the brisket is smoked with maple wood, and it just makes it extra special and tasty. Um, so we also want to warm up slowly our grits and our choucroute. So I'm going to get that going on very low, and we're just going to keep stirring it from time to time. The grits should have lots of cream in there, but we are going to have to add lots of salt and pepper. Maybe I'll go 4 out of 10 on the induction burners. Okay, so let's see how our brisket's doing. Well, maybe just a little bit more. Now, a natural thing with the brisket is going to be some fat in there. So we give you a really big piece, and there's probably going to be, some people call it gristle, but it is fat marbling, and you're just going to have to sort of work around it, and that's a classic thing of the brisket. So we've given you like almost a 10-ounce piece of brisket, so there's going to be lots of meat, but apologies, it's not going to look like a filet mignon, and that is the key of brisket. Tons of flavor because of the fat, but it is some pieces will have a little bit more than others. But hopefully, we are going to render out most of that with this. And I'm going to throw my hood fan on for just a little bit because we don't want to set off any fire alarms. And then we can go ahead and get started on the appetizer. So we've got this lovely shrimp lettuce wrap. Our shrimp is sustainable from the St. Lawrence. This is Matane shrimp from Quebec, and super tasty. So they've sent me with a little bit more, but you should have 3 nice pieces of lettuce for your lettuce wraps. Okay, now I want to make sure I'm getting this right. So we're going to baste with the barbecue sauce. So I'm going to turn this off the heat. And you're only going to baste on the top side and the sides, not underneath, because you don't want that to burn. And this is Chef Rich's famous Kansas City barbecue sauce. Okay, I think I've covered it nicely. And keep it nearby because we're going to need it again. Hey, Google, set a timer for 6 minutes. Okay, give my choucroute a little spin. Make sure it's not burning. It's on low. Should be warming up nicely. And same thing with our grits. It's a very easy cleanup today. not a lot of dishes. Now I can turn off my hood fan, which is kind of annoying, and have a little sip of wine. Tonight, this is a favorite of mine. So it's something that they don't make a lot of and that we serve from time to time. And it's a big, rich white wine, usually quite off dry, but in this case, it's a very dry style of Gewürztraminer, but it has that unctuousness that Gewürz is known for. And this is from Cave Springs Estate Vineyard in Niagara. It's got this gorgeous golden color. And it's perfect with seafood with a little bit of spice, which we definitely have tonight. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, a little salt and pepper on your shrimp. Just put it in a little mixing bowl. And I'm going to get another pair of tongs. You should have a little liquid in there. Keep it marinated and nice, moist. And then we're going to divide this out amongst in my case, because I've ordered for 2, although we always feed 3, are lettuce wraps. And again, Chef Rich, big on the sustainable seafood, and this is very sustainable. Let's see. Make sure that this is all nicely even. And if you got a little bit left of the juice, drop it on there, because the juice comes with a lot of the flavor. This one's not quite flat, so I'm going to switch it out for my photo. Lovely. Because how else are we going to sell you guys, right? Except if we put our best foot forward when I'm doing the plating. And then we are going to build our lettuce wraps. So we've got a variety of ingredients. First is the scallions. And please use your hands with this, because this is really the way it should be built. And you can use more or less. If there's too many scallions or too many of anything, don't feel like you need to use it all, especially with the spicy gochujang, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, sauce, which is wonderful, but it's got a lot of heat, and they definitely sent me with too much today. So I'm only going to use like maybe a third of this container. Next up, we have our sliced radishes for a little pop and a little color. Probably say 3 per. And while I'm doing this, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. We've already had some people reach out to us because Thanksgiving was very big with Curated last year. We did about 250 meal kits for Thanksgiving. So if you need your Thanksgiving meal all prepped up beautiful and something special, we've got you covered. We're going to be offering it on both Saturday and Sunday this year. So we're going to add Sunday for Thanksgiving for pickup and delivery. All right, so next up, fresh cilantro. My wife loves the cilantro, so I might hit it with a little bit of extra cilantro on hers. Although Chef Rich's wife, ironically, can't have cilantro, so he likes to eat it at the restaurant. There's a lot. I'm going to leave some extra on the side for her. And we've got some crispy shallots for a little bit of crunch. I'm a big shallot fan, so maybe a little more on mine. There we go. And now the spicy stuff. The gochujang. And make sure to eat this with your hands, because there's really no other way to do it. This is a beautiful sauce that we actually buy in Chinatown. We do not make it. One of the very few things we actually don't make at the restaurant. That's a lot. We're going to keep the rest for later because I'm a big fan to have this around. Okay, so there are our shrimp lettuce wraps with the radish, the crispy shallots, the radish, cilantro, and our scallions. I hope you enjoy. Looks good. Looks good. Let's get our main courses a little bit closer. Hey Google, how much time's left on the timer?
You have two timers. The 6-minute timer is running with 28 seconds left, and the 15-minute timer is running with 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Perfect. So just enough time to give this a little stir for both. The grits, because there's a lot of fat in here with some cream, it's going to take a little bit more to warm up. So feel free to keep it on medium-low versus low for the choucroute. Hey Google, off. Okay. Now we're going to hit this with some barbecue sauce again. Again, try to get it on all the sides except for the bottom, because we don't want to burn that. We want the fat to be able to render out nicely. And you're going to have some extra of the Kansas City barbecue sauce, and that is not a bad thing. If you like it really saucy, you can put one more round on it when you pull it out. But otherwise, we're good. And my timer should line up with my timer for the beef should line up well with my timer for the broccoli. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and plate our dessert. So we have a parsnip cake here. Everyone's heard of carrot cake, but very few people have heard of parsnip cake, but it is equally delicious. You want to make sure to bring this to room temperature, and because that's when it's going to be good, and when the caramel is going to be able to be drizzled nicely. I probably rushed this a little bit. It could probably come up to a little bit more room temperature, but I am sure it's going to be delicious, especially because we're going to eat it in a little bit from now. Hey Google, off. Wow, maybe I mistimed that. Very nice. So the broccoli is, I think, ready to come out, and very shortly we'll have the sherbs by the time we plate everything. So first of all, have our lovely parsnip cake with the cinnamon caramel and the cream cheese icing. All right, so let's go ahead. The broccoli would be okay for an extra minute in there. So liberally season your grits. Now these are hominy grits, by the way. I like putting a lot of pepper on mine. It's a special grit. A lot of people ask us where we get them or where you can get them in Ottawa. And I believe that the place that you can get them in Ottawa, we get ours imported, but is Produce Depot, which is on Carling Avenue. So if you want to get some of these for you at home, because they are special, they are very different than a traditional grit that you might get that is very loose. This is a chunky grit, which has a lot of great texture to it. We're going to spread it around, create a bit of a nest on the bottom. And by the way, we've got a beautiful red wine pairing with this, which is a Petite Syrah from California, which is otherwise known as Durif in France. It's big and rich and bold, smoky and vibrant. It's got a little bit of acidity to it as well, which I really like. And I'm a big fan, and it's going to go great with the briskets. Okay. Now I asked the chef, how are we going to plate this up? And he really said that we want to build this. So you have a cradle of the grits, the choucroute, which gets you that nice acidity. It's fancy sauerkraut from France, or the recipe is from France at least. There we go. So it's a real blend of French and southern U.S. food. Okay, so broccoli next. Make sure not to burn yourself. I forgot a trivet. I don't burn my countertop. And we're going to hook this up. Broccoli florets. I made fun of myself before because I plated them in a little bit of a basket. But we're going to probably do it again tonight because, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm feeling. But you guys can do it any way you like. You know what? I might do this one. We'll see which one looks better. I'll do this in a bit of a row so that we can see everything. There we are. And finally, glad I got that trivet. Turn off the oven. Our smoked barbecue beef brisket. Need the big tongs for this guy. Now it's going to be falling apart a little bit, and it might stick to the bottom. So if you've got a spatula, it might help. That barbecue sauce gets a little sticky. Don't want to burn the little plastic spatula. Ah, yes, very important. Hit it with some salt and pepper at the end. It's going to need some seasoning. I think, in the end, my basket decoration actually won out. Here we go. Our beautiful smoked Beverly Creek Farm beef brisket, barbecue sauce, Kansas City barbecue sauce, roasted broccoli, grits, and choucroute. I hope you love your meal. Thanks for ordering this week. Hope we get to cook and curate for you again real soon. By the way, I took over the Bechtel Wine Club right now. Connor is no longer with us, so I'm choosing the wines. I hope you love them as much as I do. And if you're interested in some great presents for Christmas time, think about Bechtel Wine Club subscription. It's a great way to experience wonderful new wines that you can't get at the LCBO. Enjoy your dinner.